So, I walked out of my job yesterday. I did not want to. It's not something I wanted to do. But, you know, when something isn't good for you, there's a part in you that's always going to make sure that you're taken care of. And, you know, when you're working at a job where they're having overtime basically every day and nobody's helping, the supervisors, the manager, whoever is in there, and they just want to sit on the desk, why should we feed your pocket and get paid less than you, do more work than you, and you're not helping? You're not cleaning. You're not doing nothing but pointing and telling somebody where to go or what to do. When you know that we're going to have to be here for till 10 o'clock at night. We come in at 11:30, and you're okay with us being there until 10 o'clock. Y'all leave, Overtime is not that important, and that money is not that important. We got families. So, I was accepting it because, I didn't plan on being there long anyway. But I guess there was something in me that was just like, you're not accepting that. And I gotta give kudos to me for that, because you're always gonna be safe with yourself. And I'm sad about it because the money was nice, but, it is frustrating. Having to wake up every day. As soon as you wake up, you gotta go in. You probably get an hour or two to yourself, but as soon as you wake up, you gotta go in. You're in there until 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and then you come home and you can probably get another hour, but it's physical labor, like that's factory work. And then you knocked out, and then as soon as you wake up, it's time to go back in. And you got to do that for 5 days. I was supposed to be hired on for 4 10s, but instead it's damn near 5 12s, basically. And, I'm not going to say that they were coming up to my face saying it, but there was feeling like a lot of racial tension. And I was just like, I'm over it. The job I was working at, it was very special to me. I started back in 2018. I remember when I was starting my journey, and I was freshly single, and it felt like my life was about to take off, And I had this job, and I worked there for like 2 years. And it came to me in a special way. I found it. It wasn't a suggestion from anybody else. I found the job. A little newspaper clipping popped up with coupons. I don't even think they sell that type of newspaper. So it kind of felt like the way they advertise their stuff is like through, I don't think it's through the newspaper, but I don't know. But it was a little newspaper clipping, and it was real special for me to find that job. And I thought I was going to work there for 7 years, and then once my 7 years was up, I was going to go on my journey to be famous. It would be 7 years of me working there August 18th of this year. And I left before my 3rd year because people were stressing me out. Nobody wanted to do their job, and I was just getting stressed out. And I was moving all over the place. I had a lot of jobs within that time, and then I went back for like a month, and then I left again, and then I just came back, and I was only there for like 3 weeks. But I'm not upset because, these people work these jobs for their entire life. There was a guy that said that he's been there for 30 years. And, that's just not for me. I wanted to work my way up as we should. I don't think anybody should be at a job that long. But I wanted to work my way up, but there's nowhere to really work your way up. And I think that was just God's way of saying, this isn't something I want you to do for the rest of your life. So they moved me around. I met a lot of people, and I'm happy and I'm grateful for that. I had a lot of jobs. I had more fun moving around to all these other jobs than I would have staying at that one job for 7 years. So I'm happy for that. So I guess this last time of me going in there was just my goodbyes to that particular job. And I'm a little scared, I don't really know what to do right now. Like, I never did anything like that without having a backup plan. And music, of course, is my, what I'm striving for. But I still just feel like I'm kind of exposed. Like, I don't want to move back in with my mom, I have my own house, I have my own car, I have cats, I have dogs, I don't want to move in with anybody. So I'm a little frightened of what's supposed to happen next. But I am really trying to keep a positive spirit, because I know, that job is, it really comes with its problems. I thought it was going to be different for where I went to, because I was hired on in a different building that I was having all those problems at. But this kind of seems, this particular building seemed worse. Like I said, like, it really felt like there was a lot of racial tension. The supervisors don't want to do nothing. The managers, whatever, the leads, whatever they are, people that sit at the desk, we will be working for hours, and then it just seemed like stacks and stacks of paper just keep coming up. And then they don't clean. Like, you can pull these pallets. Like, why should we have to, after we get done with our pick, why should we have to go and tell you that something needs to be done? They need to be walking the aisles. They always complain how nobody want to pull their pallets, but they don't walk the aisles. They don't do nothing. Like, there will be food sitting there that fell over for hours. The people that they be putting on to clean, they don't clean. There might be one that would clean, but the rest of them just drive around. Like, it was frustrating. But like I said, in my mind and in my heart, I was like, I'm gonna get out of here, period. I'm not staying here. I'm not about to try and fight my way up to the top for this company. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna fight for myself and for my future. You want to spend 30 years at somebody else's business, that's your business. But what my people telling me, no, you don't have to do that. You ain't gotta live like that. So I'm not gonna live like that. And I accepted that. But I guess, the sun and the moon are always gonna just watch your back. Mother and father is always gonna watch your back, because that's what they do. And when they see that something ain't good for you, they're gonna take you away from it. Especially if you don't deserve it. And I didn't deserve it, I guess. But it was fun, it was a fun job, and I loved that job. I loved the idea of it. But when you don't deserve something, you just don't deserve it. But anyway, so that's what I wanted to tell my little channel, because I also want to do this. I don't know what my future holds, y'all. But I am so hopeful that it is going to be full of success. And I am really praying for that, because I really want to do my music. I want to open up a little grocery store, a little vegan grocery store. I want to open up a little restaurant. I want it all. If I'm hoping that I live long enough to do it. Sometimes I hope I live long enough to do it. But when you walk outside and you see the conditions of outside and you see the people, you know, they say the good die young for a reason, because sometimes the world that we live in just isn't on the right path for the good people. Sometimes the good people just gotta go. Hopefully, you know, they're not out, you know, I don't know, because sometimes, you know, you when you wish death on somebody, it's because they done did something to do you dirty. But I don't know, who knows, you know, maybe they take the good and the bad. Maybe it's like a even out situation we have, but who knows, I don't know. But if I am going to be here for a long time, I got a lot of plans, and I want to make sure that I'm starting those plans right now, because like I said, that little oh, and then when I started at that job back in 2018, my locker number, it equaled out to 7. Like, it was 142, and that equals out to 7. And before I got the job, I was praying, like, am I going to get this job? Am I going to get this job? Because I was just coming from not having a job for like a year, and that's the first time I've ever did that since I was 18. So but that little newspaper clipping had 7 blocks on it, and then my locker combination had 7 on it. So I'm like, maybe I'm only supposed to be working here for 7 years, and then I can follow my music career. And, you know, coincidentally, that's how it's kind of working out, which is just funny, because it's like I didn't, you know, throughout the years, I was working, you know, but I wasn't doing music. I just started recording myself, and then liking my sound enough to be like, okay, now I can, you know, it's just it's really funny how stuff works out. But yeah, it would be my 7th year of working there in August 18th, and then, as y'all know, it's May, June, July, August. So 3 months, it would be my 7th year of working there. But I've been working for 10 years. But, you know, the other 3 years, from 18 to 2018, when was I 18? In 2013 to 2018, I had a job. I've always had a job since I turned 18, but, you know, this was just different, because I was going down my journey of love and, you know, disappointment and learning emotions. But, you know, one thing I know, we need money to survive, and they give us these ideas and these dreams, and it's our job to want to do it and to follow through with it. And everything is like kind of just falling into place more than I have control, and I'm so happy for that, because I really feel like maybe I can make it out onto that stage, and maybe I can make it out, and maybe people will like my music, and maybe I can make those music videos. Maybe I can, you know, maybe I can, just because I want to, because like I said, I really felt like, sometimes I really feel like this is not going to happen for me. Like, I never pictured my life going this direction. Like, when I was with my boyfriend, I thought I was going to get pregnant with two girls. They was going to be twins. He was either going to be there or he wasn't. I was going to move into this little house. They tore it down now, but I was on the way to own that house, and I was going to get that house. I was going to work at the post office. I was going to save up money. I was going to open up a daycare. And then maybe I was going to do the famous thing, you know, that later down the road. That's how I thought my life was going to go. And the fact that it was like, X-nay on him, because he was cheating on me. He was hitting on me. All types of stuff. And I didn't have to get pregnant by him. I didn't have to walk away having kids by him. We don't have a future together. And my mindset is like, you don't have to do no more of that. working and, you know, stressing yourself for somebody else, you can have, you can do that, stuff now, you know. But anyway, so I'm really excited for this because it's just falling into place, you know, and I'm just happy that it is, because I'm really scared that I won't be able to do it. I'm really scared. We see the same music, the same faces and music every day, you know, because those people put their time in. And it makes it kind of scary, like, well, at what point do they hit that rough road to where they feel like they want to give up on, you know, on that? But, you know, I put my 7 years in for these people, getting up every day, you know, trying to feed my family, and, you know, I'm going to just have to do it again for myself. And hopefully it comes as easy as it did when I was working for companies, you know, because if I can do it for them, I know I can do it for me. So that's what I'm moving towards. I'm hopefully I can get me another job until this stuff takes off, because I still, you know, this stuff doesn't pay in a day. So, but they got me out of a environment that was just not healthy for me. So I am unemployed, and that is so hard to say, because that is a scary feeling. But like I said, they wouldn't have did that, you know, because I had a secure job before I even went there that was, you know, paying the bills. But again, you know, people when they anger with life and eating meat, they just have their attitudes about themselves, and, you know, they want to rain on everybody parade, and those situations just aren't healthy for you. And like I said, I met a lot of people, I had a lot of fun going to job, because it was just, you know, entertaining, learning new stuff. And I have a traveling spirit. Like, I want to do music. Like, you gotta travel, you gotta be okay with going everywhere, you know. You in Wisconsin one day, the next day you out in New York, you know. You in Pennsylvania, the next day you out in LA. You all over the place. And I love that, because I love to travel. I love airplanes, I love walking, I love being in a car, I love trains, I love everything that has to do with travel. I love it all, and I think this is the perfect route for me. So I'm not upset. I'm scared, but I'm not upset. Like, I got money, but it's still just like, I don't like that feeling, you know? That feeling of not knowing. Is just like, or when. It's just scary. But anyway, we're going to play some music, because that's just where we are in life. My dog had passed away, and I made this little song for her, and I want y'all to hear it. Her name was Stella. Stella girl. Stella girl. I love her. I wish I had some. There's pictures on my Instagram and stuff, but I got her and her brother. They were little tax money babies. Little Stella girl. Let me fast forward so y'all can hear this. I told y'all, like, when I make my music, like, it really comes from just, like, it comes from the start, so it builds up, you know? So these songs be long, and it just be, like, real repetitive sometimes. But I love this little song. This might be a little bit too intimate, but because that's more for family. Little Stella girl, 1, 2. Little Stella girl, 1, I don't know what I want to play. I like this song. Let me see. I really like. I was just playing with that little. I like this song. I was just playing with that little. What's the name? I'm gonna be too. Let me pause it real quick. But I was just playing with my little music thing. But you know, honestly, y'all, what I think I'm gonna end up doing, because I just ordered a keyboard. What I think I'm gonna end up doing, and what I think is gonna end up happening, is I'm gonna get that keyboard. I'm gonna practice the keyboard, and I'm gonna practice my songs, and I'm gonna just play my piano to my songs until I can either learn how to do the music engineering, or I can pay somebody to do the music engineering. Because I think my songs and my music is good enough that people would want to hear it. I just need to build up, you know, my platform so they can be like, oh, so they can know what they're getting, basically. Like, I'm a menu. And that's why I'm another mad, because that job was like, it paid, you know, like I could pay the guy to make my beats and probably still be okay, you know. But I don't know. I do think that I was a little bit too tired to even do anything, but I don't know. It is what it is. But yeah, I need to work on my little platform. But here go another song.
All I need, I hope you stay with me. Tell my world I'll be together once you see. There's nothing as beautiful as you, and that's a guarantee. You don't have to worry about me. I'm all that you'll ever need. You can sing those words to me, 'cause it's all I ever need. Call my love into your arms. It's everything you need. You'll be fooled by my charm, 'cause I'll give you what you need. Don't you worry, don't be alarmed. I'm nothing to fret, baby. I have the world into my arms. Forever they will be. Hypnotized by my charm, I give them what they need. There's nothing that they'll ever want as long as they want me. Call unto the world I charmed and give me what I need. There's nothing so far and dark that gives you such a freak. Tell me why they ring the alarm whenever I'm with me. Tell me why they're scared of the charm that makes your life feel. Tell me what's the darn and why does it reek? I have the world tied in my charm, and there could be nothing. What could there ever be that makes me want to leave? I'll call the world into my arms and give it what it needs. A fistful of my charm that lingers while you sleep. Tell me what's under your arm. Oh, that's just me. Listen to the charm that they give to me. Oh, the mighty grow and gives me what I need. Call me, don't let go, and let such a wreath. Tell me how that person grows. Tell me what they eat. Whoa, whoa, not that slow. I need bon appetit. Baby,
I'm really talking like I didn't write none of this,
when you're what I need.
but I loved it when I was singing it. And there's parts that I really enjoy, but I guess I gotta write. I don't want to write. I just want to do it. My reaction time.
But don't worry, it's me and you. Don't worry about nothing, baby. Call, the witches call. They always calling me. Whoa, where do I go? Give you something to eat. No, how about no? Then why speak to me? I give you all the woes and woes, and still you regrettably fall to a victim's hold, is what you say to me. Whoa, you can't let go, can't give you what you need. Let the people go, give me what I need. No, the witch's crow will always croak for me.
I do know with hearing that song what I want out of it, because I love all things Halloween. I love witches. I used to be a witch every year for Halloween when I was a kid. There was a time where I went as Blue from Blue's Clues, but I've always went as a witch. And the way that song sounds, it just has that creepy sound that I love. So I think I know where I want to take that, but I don't know. I'm really thinking like Salem witch trial type thing. But yeah. Where to start, Where to start? There's some songs that's kind of just like up and ready. Like, I think this song is really good. I don't feel like playing it though, because it's long. There's a lot of songs on here that I feel like it's just up and ready to go. But as I was saying, when I was playing with that little music with the little music program, I was trying to cut out parts of the song, and either I can't do it on there or I don't know how to do it, but it will only play. Like, every time I would tap anything, it would just play. Like, it wouldn't I don't know if it would let me edit, but I don't know. But that's like, do you have to do everything on your own? Like, that's why I want to have a little DJ or music engineer or something like that. I like this song too. It really gives me Beyonce vibes, I'm not gonna lie. But I loved it. Like, I loved it when I was singing it. I loved it. I love it,
I love the way you take it to the top. Come on, baby, come on and just drop. All you're looking for, don't stop. Come in, baby, tell me what you need. I've been playing around in these trees, looking at this green.
But I love this song.
Tell me, baby, don't leave. Listen to me, baby, don't stop. I'm about to take you all to the top. You got me feeling, baby, don't rock. I know exactly what you mean, drop. Tell me, baby, don't stop. Listen to the way that it drop. Tell me, baby, don't stop. Know you wanna take it to the top. Don't you ever put your head down. Tell me when you make that sound.
I really like this song though.
Go out now.
But But yeah,
need you to the top.
I'm scared, y'all. This make you wanna
don't stop.
crawl in your ex bed, don't it? Just so they can. I've always messed with people that did music.
Hit 'em in the head and found out.
I just want some free help. Like some free help. Somebody just be like, here, let me just do your music.
Move a little out, don't drop.
That's why I just want a husband. That's why I just want my boyfriend right now. But
looking in the world and found
I can do it.
Told the whole world you thinking about.
I don't want to.
Take it to the stop, don't drop. Gonna have the world turned out. Got the whole world feeling me.
I really like this song,
me. Baby, gonna you take it to your knee. Me. Do it like you like I please. Please. Baby, don't you worry about me. Me. Take it to the stop, don't drop. Baby, if you got me gonna pop. Looking like you got me, don't stop. Baby, you can go and put in lock. Looking at that world and found out. Baby girl ain't no scout. Took it to the knees, found out. Baby, what this world shaking about? Looking to the world, don't stop. Told me that he take it to the top. Feel it out. Got your whole world shaking out. Tell me what done found out. Looking like I got it found out. Tell me what the world talking about. Then I'm gonna up out. You ain't gotta worry about me. Do everything that I like to be. Listen how I sing. Call me what it is that you need. Gonna going out. Gonna shake that world on a bout. Feeling like you going through the route. Listen what I need, found out. Tell me what that world talking about. Listen what it mean, who he out. Tell me what it mean, who he out. Got the whole world finding out. Take it to your knees, find out. Looking real loud in the house. Tell me what you're talking out. You take it to the knee, find out. Do exactly what it is you like. Take me to the tight. Looking like I. Tell me what it is that you like. Take it to the world, found out. Check it on the world, found about. Tell me, come on, baby, check it out. Looking like your weed fired out. Looking how you wanna some and see. He told me that he only want me. He told me that I'm all that he need. Looking like he needed me. Shake your world all about. Feel it all in your house. Tell me what it is got you out. I'm looking real mean in the scout. Tell me what you looking at. Am I looking like a snack? You wanna go out my act? He like the whole world, so I get back. What the world talking about? He looking at the queen down south. Told me that he want me in my house. Looking like he me, find out. Told me what the world talking about. He looking to me with his house. Told me that he think he a mouse. What you gonna die? Feeling how you good where it's at. Looking good where you at. Tell me what you mean, baby snack. I ain't about to be nothing like that. Tell me what you looking at. He told me that I'm meaner than a snack. Got me good and he threw it back. Got me feel like I'm on that act. Got your whole world finding out that you ain't nothing but a scout. Looking good, but I see you in your house. Shake your world, going on it out. Feeling how I'm good, it's a snack. Looking how I'm good, no back. Told me that he like me and he fat. Looking real good, what is that? Told me that he hella me. Got it all up in my ease. Told me that he really want me. Looking like I'm all that he need. Tell me what that world talking about. Look me in my house. Worry, know what they about. You looking real dirty, get out. Tell me what you mean, look at that. I'm feeling real clean, what's a snack? I'm looking real mean, where he at? He talking about he gon' hit me back. What you mean, where you at? I'm looking real mean, where my snack? You hella mean, where you at? I'm about to blow this motherfucking cat. He talking about her now, what is that? Looking like you trying to get back. What you mean like that? If you play me, baby, I'ma go snap. What you mean like that? She crazy, I think that she need a snap. She looking like she mean like cats. Told her mama, pipe back. Tell me what it mean like that. If you need me, baby, gon' back. If you like me, baby, gon' bring it back. Ain't nothing that he gonna back. Feeling what the world talking about. He want me all up in his mama house. Looking around. Trying to sneak off with your grandson. What you gonna do? Looking like a goddamn fool. Need you, but I'm needing who? Tell me what it is you do. Tell me what it is you like. Baby, you alright. Call me, tell me what's your type. Looking real mean on the light. Looking back up at that. He told me that he calling me right back. I'm listening to he a snack. Talking about he gonna call her back. Looking real mean times two.
This song
Baby,
is like
I
2
don't
minutes
know what
long.
you do. The
Sorry
something ain't right through this
listen to
food.
it.
So I know exactly
But
what they gonna do.
Oops.
I'ma pack all your stuff. You gonna have to hit the bus. Tell me what it is you must. But I ain't worried about what you cuss. Everything you talking about. Got you all in your house. Looking how you do. Baby, I ain't worried about you. There ain't nothing that you like. There ain't nothing that you do. I don't worry about you. I think that you should worry too. If you wanna do it, you can do it. Only gotta stay true it. Baby, if you do it, then do it. But make sure you do it for you it. Cause I ain't gonna even act.
Right, I was just talking on the air. But yeah. Yo. I know they're trying to make this special for me, but I'm so stressed out. Y'all making no sense. But alright, I ain't gonna waste too much of y'all time. Hope y'all watch. Hope y'all like.